The story of New Zealand's fresh fruit and vegetable growing is one of successful, intergenerational family businesses.
We need to provide good, healthy food for everybody, every day.
And of sustainable, environmentally sound production practices which look after the land for the future.
It's in our interests to manage the land in such a way that, it continue to be farmed for many generations beyond us.
Intergenerational knowledge and love of the land has always been important to farming families.
I don't know how many years of collective knowledge there would be amongst the 7 of the Ball brothers, but it's huge and it does get passed down.
To make healthy food available for everyone, we try and take all the unnecessary costs out of producing vegetables, from having sustainable rotations and reducing our use of pesticides and running our trucks efficiently. That is reducing our carbon footprint.
Maintaining soil fertility is critical to the success of our horticultural industry.
Land is relatively scarce these days. They're not making any more of it, and as you know, there's a lot of urban encroachment. So we're challenged to try and produce more off less.
Crop rotation is fundamental to the health of the soil. As well as replenishing nutrients, the rotational planting reduces the incidence of pests and diseases.
Well, we plant mustard along with other crops such as barley and maize. There's actually no monetary gain from growing a crop like this. It's just purely to help keep the soil in good order. So when you chop up the mustard, if you incorporate that into the soil, it releases properties into the soil profile that are beneficial. When the mustard is flowering, especially in the wintertime, it provides a food source for the honeybee. They can provide a pollination service later on in the year.
Soil erosion also impacts on the management of horticultural land. Growers are constantly working to prevent the topsoil from being blown or washed away. In Pukekohe, silt traps are one of the methods employed by the Ball brothers to retrieve topsoil which has moved off the land.
Each year the soil is collected in these silt traps, and in the summertime what we do is empty the silt traps and take it back to the top of the hill. If we weren't, well, it would be going down into the waterways and eventually into the rivers and streams.
Soil erosion impacts on our waterways if silt makes it into the water. To prevent that, 15 years ago, Ball brothers embarked on a native planting program adjacent to waterways to keep them clear of silt.
This vicinity we've planted well over 100,000 trees. We've planted the area in flaxes and native grasses. The water as it transitions through this area here will gradually get cleaner and cleaner.